Hi, and welcome to another episode of The War Bunker.
My name is High Marshal Durnford. For almost half a millennia, my world of New Albion has been isolated from the universe as a vast storm in space raged about us. In a galaxy at constant war, we were hidden from the worst, but now that is ended. Suddenly we find ourselves in a universe filled with terrors and supermen. But we are the Astro Militarum, and we stand ready. Hi, and welcome to the final part of our Tears of New Albion campaign. Today is Planetary Purge. So here we stand and here we fight one last time. As you remember, this is on the planet New Albion, where a huge Ork army has invaded, helped a little bit by some rather dodgy Space Marine allies. What you're looking at here is a 2,000 point army, Green Tide. Pretty much there's about 140 Orks all told there, with some Gretchen and various other, some tank busters and flash kits. So that's pretty much it for 2,000 points, but it's still quite a lot, isn't it? Mm-hmm. In the red corner, we have all told 4 Lima Russes, yep. Including one that's one with a short barrel there, which is a demolisher cannon. Pretty much what you get on the Space Marine thing, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Vindicator. That can be quite devastating, but short range. The thin red line of 40.
20.
Yeah, all told there's 4. You said there's 20.
Yeah, there's 20. Guards,
there's 40 guard, a pack of 20 guardsmen here, another pack of 20 guardsmen here, trying to hold back the alien scum of the universe. So all told there's about 200 odd Ork models there, and so I came down quite in advance. I think we're all set for round 1. Mm-hmm. Find out, do the Orks get thrown off or not? I deployed first, which means that you have the option to try and seize the initiative.
Well,
do you want to?
I will go first.
Pardon me, what?
Thank you for letting me go first, Father.
Not going first. Night fighting rules, aren't they?
No, you said we weren't doing that.
If we choose to, we could. Well, so this is like the 1,000-mile dash. If you remember from the games playing Orks, basically you've got to get up close and personal for them to be effective. So let's start that jogging. Get you in a minute. Right, at the beginning of this game, I was reckoning I was starting from too far away. Cameron was saying that he thought that they were too close. I've charged a lot of Orcs forward and under some horrible heavy fire. That is basically, over there is my dead pile, a huge dead pile. Most of my units need to make morale checks now. They've all got boss poles, and of course there's the breaking edge rule. So I'm going to start with these guys. So I need to get under 7, which I do easily. Them guys, I can re-roll that, and if I fail the re-roll, which it looks like I do, I've got to roll a breaking head stink. That's a 3. I'm going to try and do this from memory, so if I've got this wrong, I take D6 hits, which is 4, strength 4 hits on the team. So that's going to wound on there. On the 3 and up, so 1 wound, and do I get a save? No, sorry, I do lose 1 guy, which unfortunately is this guy. But they're okay now. And there's those guys over there, which failed the first time. Boss pole gives a reroll, and successfully second time. This has lost a wound, so I'm going to do a feel no pain roll. It will not die roll, sorry, which it fails. That also has lost a wound, so I'm going to try again, and that's back in business, fully repaired.
It's still immobilized though, isn't
I don't know, I can't remember. We'll have to look up. I think, all things considered and how badly that round has ended for me, my boss is going to use this opportunity to call a war. So, see how that helps. More next turn. Okay, well, the war didn't go too great for me. Didn't really get anyone in, and consequently, they've just been sitting ducks. It's really difficult on a game like this to work out what's a reasonable distance to play at. As we said before, I thought they needed to get closer. He thought they were too close. I think by the fact that this game has been really one-sided so far, I was right.
Well, if they would have been close, I would have said they should have been further back. So you know what?
Yeah, whatever.
Don't bring Horde on.
So yeah, not gone particularly great. Huge gaps where I've been. I've got a few hits on his, and then kind of really mucked up in the armor penetration rolls, which has not been great. It's not been a great experience.
You actually killed anything of mine?
I have not killed anything.
3 space
My
marines?
tank busters in there, they did some amazing shots at those. No, it was flash kits, wasn't it? Yeah. It was a flash kits. They managed to get lots of hits on the Sentinel, took it down by 1 wound. It's just been really painful, one bang after another.
Ironically, the Space Marines with the 3.5 armor save die.
Yeah, oh yeah. Woohoo! Hardly any of those Ultramarine glory boys left. Oh, what a painful, and I'm just thinking, this is game 5. We've played a bit more Orks as well, but I'm just thinking, I'm just not getting the tactics behind this, and I have to admit, this game was pretty much charge up, try and get into hand to hand. Pretty simple kind of game, and they're not in hand to hand. Therefore, they suck. They really kind of not a great experience. I think it will be over very soon. But I'm going to try and kind of get some payback. Time for payback. Ah! See you in a minute. Bye. That's not the off switch. And end of this turn, which is turn 3, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know.
I know a lot of stuff's happened. Not all of it particularly good. It's turn 4, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think you'll find it was turn 2.
How the heck am I remember? It takes me an hour to do a shooting turn for guard. So
this has been taking so long. It's been. I can't really call it a fun game. Yeah, it's been an educational game. I am actually going to concede at this point. And I'm kind of getting through, but I just lost so many Orks that it's actually... You can see I've essentially boxing up his men up there, yeah. I've managed to swarm through, and I've taken out one of his chimeras and a whole unit of his men using my mega nobs, who have been absolutely awesome again. But it's at too much cost. I've lost so much over there, including my Death Dread and my pile of Gretchen there. Who cares about Gretchen? But they have actually been quite useful. And what I can do is I can definitely wipe his Imperial Guard off the table pretty easily. What's not so easy is the tanks, particularly with a front armour of 14. front armor of 14 versus Orks who don't have particularly amazing stuff, and they've got ballistic skill of 5 as well. I wish they had a ballistic skill of 5. Ballistic skill of 2, which means they miss more often than not. Together, it's made like I've got hits in. I've either got hits in, but then I need a 6, or it's not great. And short of being able to get men actually close enough, but it keeps withdrawing and boxing up. Yeah. What do I think? Oh, I think I'm very zoomed in, so that I can use the light. And hello. Yeah, I'm not sure I really like playing as Orks. I had kind of hoped that I could just storm up the table and kind of get close enough and then keep wallop. And that didn't really happen at all, did it, Cameron?
No.
So why we painted that thing on the wall, I don't know.
It's probably going to get removed.
It's just cover it up. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Orks are fun to play. There's a lot of them. But it's so unforgiving. I mean, we were saying during one of the intermissions, actually, we're saying that if you've ever played against a Tyranid thing, all they seem to do is they put a huge rank of people and they just charge at you, and that's all they do. Yeah, there is no tactics to it whatsoever.
It's because of the fearless.
And they still win.
It's because they get
the fearless definitely must help.
Which means they can't run.
Synapse and stuff. I'd really hoped to. I'd hoped. I've won one game out of these 5, but I'd hoped with my Orks to really punch a lot harder than I've actually managed. What are your thoughts on playing against Orks? Suddenly, Imperial Guard with their las guns can actually shoot.
Yeah. I prefer Space Marines.
You prefer facing Space Marines?
Mm-hmm.
What overall?
What do you mean?
Why?
Because you don't have to deal with that many people. Because then I have the number advantage. And yeah, Orcs not fun.
I mean, funnily enough, that is that thing. Imperial Guard, I think, relatively easy to play as. Typically, as in games where I've played against Imperial Guard, you've got to prepare for round 1 of round 2 for you to just take a beating, and for you almost to just keep running and not fire a single weapon, because you're trying to maneuver your forces to close combat and then take advantage against them. With this, so that's why I knew I'd take some heavy hits on my forces, and I'd probably lose half of them before I even got them into combat. But even so, I've not really got that many. The Mega Knobs are the only unit I managed to get into combat. I've kind of and they managed to assault a
Chimera.
unmoving Chimera. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'd hope to achieve more. I guess this is learning. Learning a new codex is really difficult, as many of you will know. If you look through our vault, I only ever played as Space Marine. I've got visions in my head because over there lurks a Dark Elder army, and I think I can play as Dark Elder. But on today's performance, I ain't so sure because again they need they're deadly in close assault, but they can actually hit the side of the barn door, and they've got some pretty vicious weaponry, which kind of helps. Dark Lances, son.
Weapons, father.
A Dark Lance versus that, they would kind of like rip a hole in your armour.
I don't think I would ever play Guard against Dark
Elder. It's just like
I'd just play Tau.
Prepare to lose one.
I could just camp in the corner and just shoot you.
I mean, look what that's typical Guard. Oh my God, let's back into a corner. Oh, we can't fight. Oh no. Yeah, but that's how Guard play best. Yeah, you kind of
not camping in the corner. That's not what he means.
They are camping in the corner.
No,
And in the building, he went, "Oh, I've got to put my ratlings in the building. Oh my god!" I hate ratlings, by the way. I really hate ratlings. It's one of the reasons I've conceded is because although I thought, I can give him a run for money and take out his men and maybe take out a tank at the door, and then I remember that building's full of things. Full of...
2 squads of 10 ratlings.
Is there one there? Let's see if we can get this in focus. Oh no, it won't just quite focus. Oh, there it is.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, with a groovy bandana. Yeah. Okay, so that was it. That was the end of the Tears of New Albion campaign. I think it's been quite good. It's kind of established High Marshal Durnford. Actually, established your Imperial Guard as a bit of a unit that kind of kicks ass, really. Mm-hmm. This is going to lead on to our next set of campaign, which we've kind of planned out, but we don't have a name for it yet. But at the end, as an end result of all this, High Marshal Durnford has rallied his Imperial Guard, and it's been a huge wake-up call for the planet of New Albion that has been pretty much asleep for being warp-stormed and kept out of the rest of the galaxy for several hundred years. They kind of realise the stuff out there, and it's kind of... He's going to basically be debriefed by the Ultramarines. Yeah.
Space Marines.
He's going to... First of all, they're going to basically... They've stopped the Ork menace here, and they're probably going to go through and now just kind of purge any pockets of resistance. But they've managed to pretty much kick them off the planet. But yeah, he's definitely going to start mobilising for some serious payback. What form that payback will come?
In purple ships. That's what.
Will be the next campaign.
Yes. Purple ships.
Purple ships, whatever. So thanks for joining us for this campaign. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do subscribe, and more to come. Catch you later.
Goodbye.